Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hi, can you gals hear me okay?
I can
I
hear
can hear you.
you.
Oh, good. I apologize. I'm going to adjust my height here. There we go. Sorry about that. I was doing some filming earlier and I was on a lower level, so I made it a little bit higher so I could stand on a step. And anyway, I didn't change it back before we started. So, well, welcome everyone. How are you gals? I'm so glad you could join me.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
So for those of you just joining us, my name is Andrea Carlson. I'm the owner of wigstudio1.com. Welcome everyone to our Hair Flair Live. Today we're going to be showing some really cool iconic styles from Ellen Wille and Envy. And I have Amber and Sabrina that have joined me once again, which I'm so excited. I love hanging out with you gals and doing lives. The information that you provide is so essential and so helpful. So thank you and welcome to you and welcome everyone who's joining us. Feel free to say hello.
Hi, everybody. Oh, sorry, Amber, go ahead.
Yes, I was same thing in unison. Hi, everyone.
So, okay, well, happy Thursday. It looks like, let me just say hello to Painted Firefly, Crispy Pasta. Cheryl, hi, I'm glad you could join us this week. Chili Crepe, green wheat, and rich cereal and melodic pie. Lots of cute names on, lots of people joining us this evening. I personally this evening am wearing Charlotte. I love this style. I pulled her out and wanted to start with her because I think Amber's going to be showing her too. So I'm excited to talk about her. But let's go ahead and get started. I know your time's really valuable, and I'm super excited to show you these beautiful styles. So a big thank you to Envy and Ellen Wille. We will be doing some giveaways tonight, and I am the lucky person who gets to try on these beautiful styles, and then we get to give them away. So thank you all for joining us. What I will do is I will just start with a couple housekeeping items regarding Wig Studio One. So those of you that may be new to Wig Studio One, we do live showcases every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern. So you're welcome to come back and join us every Thursday. It's a lot of fun. We typically do some giveaways and education and provide information on new styles, popular styles, how-tos, things like that. So welcome everyone, and thank you for giving us your time this afternoon. So to start with Wig Studio One, we have some great promotions going on right now at Wig Studio One. Specifically, Ellen Wille and Envy are 30% off using the code BEAUTIFULYOU, which is all one word. That is I'm just spelling it because some people do. Everyone does it a little bit differently. So Beautiful You is BEAUTIFULYOU. Sometimes people just put beautiful and then just the letter U. But it is full. It's a full YOU. It's all one word, Beautiful You. And if you add that to your cart at checkout, you'll get 30% off your Ellen Wille and Envy styles. We do offer free virtual consultations here at Wig Studio One. So if you happen to be new to wearing alternative hair, or if maybe you're not new to it, but you're looking at maybe some different brands or colors, or you want to try something different or new, or maybe you're just looking for a little bit of support or have a question about hair care, please feel free to schedule a free virtual consult with us. We're happy to assist you. We have some really great personal hair consultants. And all you do to do that is just go to the website, click on the homepage, book a consultation, and that will take you to a calendar where you can select the day and time that works well for you. And then one of our personal hair consultants will reach out and assist you. So very excited to offer that. Our personal hair consultants, most of them have hair loss, and they've been through this journey. So you can feel very comfortable connecting with them. They're very funny, professional, and I'm just really blessed to have them on our team. So hopefully you'll enjoy that connection with them. Speaking of support, we actually have a really great Facebook page that is I think, very supportive. We have a lot of members in there. Some people who purchase from us, some people who don't. It's just really kind of a group of ladies who, mostly ladies, who come together and share pictures of their wigs, ask questions, especially, if you're new, maybe something that they worked or that they tried worked really well for them and they want to share that information. So a lot of knowledge in that group. I'm in there every day, usually, connecting with our members and looking at all these beautiful photos that they post of themselves. And I do my best to answer as many questions as I can. It's just a really fun group. So if you happen to be on Facebook and you would like to have some support, it is a private closed group. So it's not viewable, I should say, to your friends on Facebook or relatives. It is a private group, and you have to actually be in that group to be able to see any of the content that's posted in there. So if you'd like to join us, it's called Wig Studio One, Wig and Topper Support Group. If you happen to be on Facebook, we'd love to connect with you. All right, so we have a couple cool things going on at Wig Studio One. We have the 30% off Ellen Wille and Envy this evening using code BEAUTIFULYOU. But we also have a point system. So you earn points for every dollar that you spend at Wig Studio One, and then you can use those as rewards and money off for your next purchase. So definitely check out our rewards page so you can learn about it. I think all you have to do is purchase and you're automatically entered. It creates an account for you so that you get credit for that very first purchase. So it's really easy. But if you have any questions or issues in like logging in or trying to locate where your points are or how many you have, our team is happy to help. So just email us at support@wigstudio1.com regarding points or any other questions that you may have. We do have a callback number as well. It's not staffed full time, so we don't. If you call and leave a message, we will call you back. But it is 877-594-3001. Maybe Mackenzie, you can just put that in the comments just to make sure I got that right. I believe it's 877-594. I'm sorry. 877-594-3001. Pretty sure that's it. 877-594-3001. And if you prefer not to email in and you prefer to speak with a person, if you just call and leave us your name and phone number and what your call's regarding, one of our personal hair consultants will give you a call back and connect with you that way. So we talked about some sales. We have free shipping here in the USA on all orders over $150. We do also ship internationally to 280 countries. So that shipping is calculated at checkout. And we talked about our Facebook group. We're going to be doing some giveaways tonight. So if you're interested in participating in those giveaways and you're joining us from another platform, such as Instagram or YouTube, please feel free to navigate over to the website, which is wigstudio1.com. That's where all the giveaways happen, only because we can't pull in participants from other platforms. So if you're interested in participating in the giveaways, just go to wigstudio1.com. You'll click on join our live stream. And if you're new here, it will automatically assign you a pseudonym, typically food or dessert related. And that's really just to protect your privacy. You are welcome to edit that name if you'd like and put your regular name in there, or you can keep the pseudonym. I think they're fun and super cute. So totally up to you. Then for the giveaways, digital giveaways, if you're joining us from overseas, you are welcome to participate in our giveaways as well. Digital giveaways don't require a shipping address, so those are not an issue at all. However, if you are joining us from overseas, you live outside the U.S. or you're shipping outside the U.S., we ask that for any giveaways that you offer a shipping address here within the United States so that we can ship to that address and then you can take it from there. So usually that's like a friend or a relative in the U.S., or there are a lot of third-party freight forwarders as well in the USA that you can select from and just have it forwarded to you. The reason for that is just there's a lot of compliance issues with various types of giveaways and with different countries, and sometimes certain areas within certain countries have different rules regarding those types of things. So we just want to make sure, because there's so many, we just want to make sure that we have a US-based address to ship to and then allow you to take it from there. So, but welcome everyone and good luck to all of our winners. I will be showing all these styles this evening, and we will be giving them away. So thank you. A huge thank you to Envy and Ellen Wille for sponsoring these for us so that we could do this live showcase. To be honest, the brands are amazing. They've been really great in terms of like wanting to connect with you and sharing, you know, these beautiful styles and talking about things. They've done some guest blogs on our website, even Envy and Ellen Wille. So check those out for sure. Both brands are really, really cool and they're very high quality, and they have just a really great element of service for the end consumer. So, and I love hanging out with Amber and Sabrina too. It's always fun. Okay, so we are going to showcase, I'm just going to go through some of my notes tonight so I can give you kind of a heads up of how this is all going to flow. We're going to showcase the Ellen Wille and Envy iconic styles. We're going to talk some wigs, fashion, beauty, fiber care, face shapes, all that great stuff. We do have some giveaways like we talked about. And you're welcome to comment and ask us any questions throughout the chat. We are happy to answer them if we can. If not, my amazing sidekick, Mackenzie, is on the back end here, and she's always super fast at answering questions. So if you have them and we miss them, I apologize. And if Mackenzie, for any reason, you don't get the answer to your question, please feel free to email us at support@wigstudio1.com, and we will be sure to get your questions answered. Okay, so again, just for those of you joining us, I'm fortunate enough to have Amber with Envy and Sabrina with Ellen Wille here this evening to talk about lots of cool styles. And we're going to show you a couple of those, starting with, but here's what I'd like to do is just go through our giveaways. I know we talked about navigating over to the website at wigstudio1.com. And then we talked about the pseudonym that you're assigned once you come on to the live. But I didn't get to the place where I tell you how to enter the giveaways. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you, once you're assigned a pseudonym and we put our giveaway box up, which is up now, this is for a $50 gift card to wigstudio1.com. If you just click on that giveaway box, it will open up and you'll want to enter your email address in there. And then it will go into a picker and we will randomly select a winner for the $50 gift card to wigstudio1.com. So we do not share your email addresses. We don't use them to communicate with you other than if it's a physical product, we do confirm your shipping address. And if it's a digital gift card like this one is, we will send it through email. So we don't share those emails, though. We don't sell them. We don't use them for our own marketing purposes at all, just only to contact you regarding these giveaways. So feel free to click on that box, and when it opens up, just enter your email in there, and we will select a winner here shortly. All right. So I'm so sorry. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything at all because I love how structured this is and we've got so much to cover and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I just want to make sure I don't overlook anything. Okay. So Amber, how are you doing? What are you wearing tonight?
Well, I'm your twinner because we're both wearing Charlotte and that's the first wig we're going to showcase. So about why you love Charlotte and, you know, I know there was a little special backstory on, you know, your love for Charlotte, and then I'll go more into in more depth on Charlotte.
Sure. Okay. Thank you so much. Well, I love talking about this piece. So the story behind this is, as I was doing sometimes we'll do a live showcase called Steals and Deals, where we'll showcase styles that are on our open box collection, and we'll give, well, we do give some giveaways, but we also sell them at a discounted price. So we call it Steals and Deals. And I opened up Charlotte on Steals and Deals. Usually I will just grab a selection from our shop and bring them in, or sometimes Carrie will choose them for me and I'll bring them in. I don't really sometimes haven't, well, I don't try them on beforehand usually unless I'm creating some content. And at this point, I hadn't done anything. I was probably running behind schedule as usual and hadn't created any content. So anyway, while I was doing this live showcase, one of my styles was Charlotte in Sparkling Champagne. And I put her on and I was like, oh my word, I love this style. I had never worn her before. I'd never tried her on, not because I didn't want to. I just sometimes run out of time, and there's a lot of beautiful styles. And Charlotte and I just hadn't connected until that day, and I loved it so much. It became a fast favorite of mine. And then we were on a live showcase with Amber and Sabrina. And I was talking about my Charlotte and how much I loved her. I was literally, if no one else purchased her that night for Steals and Deals, I was going to grab her real fast. But sorry, I'm just human. But she did go. She sold very quickly, and so we packaged her up and sent her off. And anyway, I was sharing this story with Envy and the team there, Amber and Sabrina, and our manager there, and their marketing team, about how I just love this style. I was so excited to see it again and try it on. And they gifted it to me as a surprise. They had her show up one day. I think it was on a Saturday. And I'm just so lucky to have her. So thank you again. I love, love, love this style. I put her on again today because I did some content. And I was like, I just love her. She's so lightweight, just light density, very soft. I love this curl pattern. I know some of the text might hopefully block or may block it, so I apologize for that. But this curl pattern is so pretty. It's just very relaxed. It's not like a tight curl. It's not even a barrel curl. It's just really just a beautiful wave. And I just love her. She's the perfect length for me. So she falls just right on my collarbone. She's not too much hair, just really light density. Oh, and she has a center middle part, which I love. I'm kind of moving into that, like more of the center parts. And I'll show you her hairline. So this color, you can see, this color is Sparkling Champagne. And the name of this style is Charlotte by Envy. And she is literally one of my favorites. I love her. So thank you for letting me share, Amber. I'll let you take it from here. Your Charlotte looks beautiful. What color are you wearing?
This is Silky Beige. So this is a much lighter color. I love this shade. It's so beautiful. Let's see. So you have Sparkling Champagne, correct? Sparkling Champagne and Silky Beige are both rooted colors. The Sparkling Champagne is a chestnut brown root with golden blonde, ash blonde, and champagne blonde tones, whereas the Silky Beige, also a rooted color, has a light platinum blonde with dark brown roots. And this is the most neutral of blondes out of the Envy's rooted blondes. So if you like more of a neutral blonde, check out Silky Beige. But I have to tell you, I reach for Sparkling Champagne all the time. I have Sparkling Champagne in many Envy wig styles, and it is a favorite of many. And
I know it's hard to choose, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, all the beautiful colors.
This color is Amber was saying, a little bit warmer blonde, and it looks like yours is well, you said neutral. Does that mean cool, like a cool blonde?
A neutral, cool color. The color code is 26101. The root is a number 8. I don't, if you guys are familiar with codes, but yes, I would say it's more neutral, a lot more ashy and neutral in comparison to your Sparkling Champagne. Both beautiful blondes. And I think I have Charlotte in a number of different colors too, from very light to dark. And honestly, this is everybody's favorite. It's just a throw and go, but you can dress her up. You can wear her for those casual days. Just a very, I guess, lived in look, but that loose drop curl is just phenomenal. And that lace front, like Andrea showed you, fantastic lace front, the middle mono part. In fact, I'm actually, since Andrea has the wig on, I'll take this style off and show you guys the underside. Now I have played with this one quite a bit, so you'll notice there's like some makeup on there and that, but you have your middle mono part, you have your extended lace front, and then you have some closed wefting around that middle part. That just adds just a slight amount of teasing, which adds to the beautiful silhouette of this style. Like Andrea mentioned, it's very nice and light and airy, very natural looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have open wefts throughout the remaining area of the cap construction. Your velvet ear tabs with the bendable wire stay and an extended nape with the adjusters at the nape. And if you guys are wanting to know the lengths of this style, the front is 10 inches, the crown is 13 inches, the sides are 10 inches, and the nape is 4.5 inches. So you do have some very subtle layering towards the end. And it does feel very light. As Andrea said, it's 4.16 ounces.
Yeah.
So this is, we've been doing our style edit this month, talking about face shapes, colors, choosing styles that complement your face shape, and some best face shapes for Charlotte. I think everybody looks great in Charlotte, but an oval, a round, it's just the perfect length, as I know you feel too, Andrea. And some of the feature highlights, we've already mentioned this. It's lightweight. It's the pre-styled, ready-to-wear synthetic. This is traditional synthetic, and this is an average size cap.
Yeah. So she's so pretty. And like you said, she does work well with all sorts of face shapes. So, and I think part of that is because, for me, when I wear wavy styles, if there's a lot of density, I steer away from them because I do have a round face. But with Charlotte, because she's so light density and the wave is just so, it's just so light that it really does work even for round faces, I think. I mean, I don't know, it could be the length too, that maybe, if she was a little bit longer, maybe I wouldn't feel that way, but I just love everything about her. And I think that part of it is because the density and the wave is just very light. And then the length of her, I just think she works really well with my face shape.
Yeah. So if you wear long wigs and you want to go a little shorter for spring and summer, you still have enough length to play with her. You can put it in a little short pony. I've even pulled her up and, half up a little bit, or slightly like a low clip in around the nape area. So you still have hair to work with. You can have some little fringe hanging, but it's just a beautiful, very natural look. And I think that's why it's a crowd favorite. So speaking of length, I was going to get into the next one, which is also a favorite, but she does have the va va voom going on. I would say when I look at this wig, I think like Hollywood glam. This is Brianna by Envy, and the color is Saffron Spice. Oh, there's the gift card winner.
We have a winner. Congratulations, Painted Firefly. You're the lucky winner of a Wig Studio One $50 gift card. We will send that over to you hopefully by tomorrow morning or the end of the day tomorrow. So congratulations, and thank you all for joining us. This is always a lot of fun to hang out with Sabrina and Amber. So congratulations, Painted Firefly, and thanks again for joining us.
Congrats. Well, I'm going to show you guys a closer view of this color before I pop her on. Saffron Spice is part of the brunette brown family. And this is also a rooted color, as you can see. And this is a blend of light coppers and warm auburns with darker brown roots. It's just gorgeous.
Now my favorite.
I know she's Sabrina's favorite, and she looks so good on Sabrina. Your natural hair is long, and so I'd love to hear, actually, Sabrina, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Brianna while I'm putting her on.
She is, I love all fibers. I think all fibers have a benefit to them, but her length and the fact that she is regular synthetic, I absolutely love her curl pattern. It's so similar to what I do. And I know a lot of us will kind of gravitate towards what our bio hair looked like or what we're used to. And when I put Brianna on for the first time from Envy, I was like, oh my gosh, this was my hair before I had kids when it was full and glamorous. And then after having kids, it thinned out a little bit. But that was my hair prior. And it just, I fell in love with her instantly. But I love that she's synthetic, easy to maintain. She keeps those big curls for you, that big voluminous shape for you. And I love her like side her fringe, like that long fringe. I
Yeah.
love that disconnection there. Oh, like just like what you did, that beautiful swoop. I've always loved that shape. So I
Yeah.
think she's just gorgeous if you love the longer styles.
I've heard a lot of people refer to this kind of swooping bang as like a butterfly, the butterfly
Mhm.
look, which I also love that about Brianna. And she
It
just has such a beautiful curl pattern. Let me see if I can comb her out and do a turnaround. She's so long that I hope you guys can see her.
well, and she complements so many face shapes. I know we're talking about face shapes too and all of that with that beautiful butterfly effect that you were saying. It'll, highlight your
Yeah.
cheekbones. It really gives that little bit
Layers.
of shape to what you have.
Yeah, I know people sometimes if there's a bone straight, very um, a longer length without the texture and the layers, they shy away from it. But because you
Yeah.
have all these beautiful layers and curls, it does flatter many face shapes. Um, just a beautiful style. And I have to add, she is so fun for creative styling. So you guys will have to check out our website. We did a lot of really fun, beautiful updos around Christmas time. We did braids. We did all sorts of, just glamorous styles using the 3-in-1 air styler and just pure fun going in there with accessories and that. And she's beautiful, pulled up halfway. You can utilize that butterfly front fringe. And again, it just continues to frame the face and the jawline. Let's see. I was going to talk about best face shapes. We talk about best face shapes, but one thing a fellow wig sister was saying the other day was she's like, I would beg to like argue that, wearing the right clothing, the right color and kind of the makeup choices, you can get away many different face shapes and, individuals, even skin tones can get away with various colors and styles. So it just sometimes depends on how you go in there and style the hair. Sometimes just tucking her behind the ear or pulling a wig away from the face, you go from not really being fond of it to, okay, I really like this style. So give it some time, play with it, and it might end up being your favorite, where initially straight out of the box, you thought, okay, I'm not sure about this. So you guys will have to let us know, maybe, those in the comments, if you've had that experience with getting a wig, looking at the picture of the model, not feeling like it was your cup of tea, and then it shifted. If you gave it some time, maybe try it on another day with another top, and change for you. Let's see. Sorry, I'm yakking away, but I did want to. Do you think I should go over the lengths and specs? Is that helpful for those watching? I do have those.
Sure. Yeah. I think oftentimes Mackenzie was kind enough to put together some specs for me as well. So you don't have to if you don't have them on all of them. But if you have them, I think that they love to know what those are. And then they also like to know about permittees. So those are questions I often get. So we could start with those.
Well, first of all, I did put this on before I showed you guys the cap construction, but I'll show you with it on. You have a beautiful lace front and a full monofilament top. And Brianna is 7.75 in the front, inches in the front. The crown is 14.25. The sides are 15.5. The nape is 17.75. So you can definitely see with those specs that it's very layered. And the total weight is 5.9 ounces. She does have some density. I would say it's like medium. I've worn thicker. What is your opinion on the density, Sabrina? I know you've worn Brianna quite a bit. Sorry, it's the end of the day, guys.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with you. I feel like the density is more of like a medium density, but
Mhm.
because she's layered, even though that length is there, because she has some layers to her, I
Yeah.
feel like it kind of lightens that load for you.
Mhm.
So you don't feel like you're drowning in hair or anything like that. Those layers really do help, not only for the shape in it, the shape of the style, but for the comfort of it too.
Mhm. I love that you pointed out that the layers make it not feel so bulky. Now,
Yeah. And it just moves so much more freely when it's like one solid length, which looks great on some styles. But when you have those layers, you see so much more of that movement and that flow. So you definitely see that with Brianna.
oh, for sure, for sure. So I wanted to pull this off before I put on the next style and show you guys the underside. You have that gorgeous lace front, the mono top, and then you have the open wefting. And you have more of the, I would say, like the lace material for your ear tabs and your nape area with the adjusters at the nape. With Brianna, since she is a lace front mono top, there's, although she does have a lot of hair, medium density, there's not permatease. I mean, if I really dug into the wefts, the wefting themselves, there's not permatease. She just has a great amount of beautiful, beautiful curl layers and hair, but you have that natural top with the lace front and the mono top.
Kind
So,
Salad was saying, glad you chose to show us this color. I would not expect that warmth and dimension with the description.
Yeah.
So it's always nice to see, and I think it's important to recognize sometimes everyone's perception of color is slightly different too. When I create like a color description, or someone on my team creates a color description, it's sometimes when I look at it, I'm like, I can see that, but I probably wouldn't have come to that unless I wrote that, or I would have probably worded it very differently. So I think with the manufacturers too, when they create these color descriptions, they're doing, their best from their perspective. And then we have the swatch colors on the website, which sometimes are challenging to show all the dimension in the color, and so we try to offer too lots of videos on different colors and different styles by Envy or Ellen Wille, to try to help kind of as an extension of the product page, give you like, okay, this is what it looks like in outdoor lighting and indoor lighting. This is the style, and this is where it falls on certain people who, like me, I'm a little shorter, so all of my features are a little shorter. Charlotte, on someone with a taller neck, or longer face shape, might be shorter. And whereas with me, it lands like right on my collarbone. So it's so different, and it's so what I was getting to too is, if you're interested in trying to color, but you're not certain like what that's going to look like, is it warm, or does it have a lot of dimension? One of the things you could do is, well, first, our personal hair consultants would love to help you. They all have color rings, and you can email them and they can take pictures. And I know that's still not perfect. It's sort of not like walking into a salon and being able to try it on, but it can be helpful. So you could always email us at support@wigstudio1.com, or we have this great try-on option too at Wig Studio One. If you just up front, you pay $3.98, and if you try it, so you get her at home, then you try her on in the privacy of your own home, in your bathroom. You can go outside, you can take a selfie. A lot of our members do that, like a lot of the members of the group, because they feel like looking in the mirror and taking a selfie, they get different looks from, so I think that's so interesting, and it's true. It's definitely true. So anyway, the try-on option is also another really helpful option. Right now, if you pay the $3.98, you get, and let's say you receive her and you try her on, and it's not the color you were hoping for, or maybe the style was too long, but you love the color. At least now you checked off one of those boxes, right? You can request a store credit and send her back, and we'll send you a free label. And then you get store credit to use on a new purchase. We are working to set it up so that you can also get that with original form of payment. So let's say you try her on and you decide, oh, I love this color, but I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause for a little while because I'm just not sure. And that's normal. There's so many things to choose from. There's so much that goes into these purchases, and that comfort level when you put her on and find the one that works well for you. And then you find many styles, that work really well for you, but it does take time for a lot of people. So we are working on an option to where you pay that $3.98, and then you have the choice to get store credit or just a refund to your original form of payment. But either way, we don't have any restocking fees. So I just wanted to share that with those of you that are watching and wanting to try but are just hesitant because there is cost involved. It is an investment. You just want to make sure you read our return policy thoroughly because it is fairly strict. I'll be honest. You just try it on and you don't want to comb through it. You want to make sure there's no makeup on the cap or that it's still in brand new condition. Because what we do is when we receive that back, we inspect it. And if it passes inspection, then we put it on our open box collection for another hair sister, I guess, at 50% off. So we just ask that you read the return policy carefully to just make sure that you understand it. But that we do have that try on option if that's of interest to you. So I thought I'd just share that. But
that's so helpful. And I've seen some comments talking about reviews and seeing the styles on various people. And like you mentioned too, seeing the movement of the style, not just like a still shot, but seeing it in different lighting. I love how a lot of your reviewers will go do an inside view and then the outside view. So, because it really can change that up. And then the color can kind of change on depending on your monitor. So if I'm looking on my computer versus my phone, it might show that color differently. So seeing it on different skin tones, different people, different face shapes, it's so helpful. And I was reading some of the comments how people will turn to YouTube reviews to decipher what color and what style they want. So
yeah.
Anyway, okay, so the next up, and before I put this on, I'm going to show the inside as well. But this one is Petite Paige. She is so cute. She kind of that page boy look to her, an updated version. And what we have here is left mono part and a really cute front fringe. And then you have open wefting and the ear tab. This is just your lace ear tab with a shorter nape with the adjusters at the nape. Speaking of permatease, I see a little bit just right down at the nape. And, I just want to emphasize like a little bit of permatease on these styles. It's a positive thing. It's not a negative thing. It not only helps hide the base construction, but it gives these cute, beautiful styles, the gorgeous silhouette and shape. And if you didn't have it, it wouldn't look the way it looks. So they're very particular about where it's placed and why it's placed there and how it benefits that specific style. So let me go ahead and put her on. And by the way, this color is Golden Sandstone. This is a blonde, but what you have is it's a creamy beige blonde with darker brown roots. So this is another rooted blonde. I would say blonde. So if you want a darker blonde or you are a light brunette and you want to kind of shift into the blonde colors, this is a fantastic option. And this is just so cute. I love the bang. Isn't she cute?
Yeah.
And one thing is, this is so fun about this style, is you can kind of flip her out. And I've done some research. They say that the flipped out look is kind of in right now. So that's kind of fun with the flippy ends. But then take your product or just your fingers, some water, and she can have a curled under effect. She's very face framing. And I love that you talked about how your bobs, your shorter styles, it might sit differently on different face lengths. So I have a longer face. I have a longer chin, a longer forehead. And so this hits right under my jaw. Anyway, let me do a turnaround so you guys can see her. Can you see that?
Yeah. So cute.
Okay. She is such a cute bob. And
I
you do,
love how you can change the bangs up, like how you've been playing with it, either like off to the
Mhm.
side, a full, or you had like kind of like that curtain look.
yeah.
So much you can do with that fringe.
Oh, totally. So you don't have a lace front, but we have the cute fringe. It's not necessary to have a lace front with a fringe like this. If you do have a shorter forehead, you could go in there and maybe trim up the bangs just slightly. You can also take the 3-in-1 air styler. This is traditional synthetic, so you don't want to use other heat tools on this fiber, but you could go in there with the air styler. I think I have it handy. And I would probably use with bangs. I love to use the small round brush if you wanted to add more volume to the bang. If she seems to be a little bit, longer, maybe you received her out of her box and as you want some more bend to that bang, this is fantastic for wigs with a bang. You can go in there safely and just adjust your style to fit your style preferences. So anyway, yes, this is petite page. It's great for round and oval. As you, I'm not sure if you guys know, but oval face shapes can get away with any style. And Sabrina, she's an oval face shape. Chat GPT said that I'm heart.
We love that chat GPT. If you guys don't know your face shape, we encourage you try it out. We had fun with it.
This couple weeks,
That's cute.
covering our face shapes and diving into that. But okay, I'll quickly give you guys her specs. The front is 4 inches. The crown is 11 inches. The sides are 6.5 inches. And the nape is 4 inches. The total weight for this one is 3.7 ounces. She's nice and light, very airy, perfect for spring and summer. If you want a style that's off the neck, or if you're wearing clothing with like a collar and you want something that's not going to get like friction frizz, it's a little bit more low maintenance because you don't have that length. Because as most of you guys know, you have a longer wig, you have more length, there's more maintenance involved. So, but like with all synthetic, well, all fibers, you want to use your wide tooth comb, detangle frequently, and maintain those styles. So let's see. I'm going through I'm looking at some of the comments. Sorry, you guys. Who do you use to get face? We used Chat GPT, Sabrina, Chat GPT, and we uploaded an image kind of with the hair away from the face so it could see the AI or could see our face shape. And that's, it's interesting. It's interesting to see what face shape you have if you're not aware.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't know it could do face shape, but I'm also learning that because I've used it before to kind of use like, if I'm sending a long email, just to kind of structure it or write it a little bit more professional, or maybe I need like I can't think of the words, or I can't think of the words, so I'll just write out what I'm thinking and then I throw it in there and then the words start to flow.
Yeah.
So I've used it for rewrites, but I've never used it to figure out face shape. But I am learning that it's actually really it can do a lot of things. Like our development team uses that. Like sometimes if they don't know the answer, they'll just search it in Chat GPT, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know I didn't know it was that capable. So very cool.
So fun. I just had to point that out because it was kind of fun, going and doing that. Yeah. Anyway, any questions or comments you guys have about Petite Page before I move on to Delaney? You'll have to let me know. I'll pull her out. Next up is Delaney and Mocha Frost. Mocha Frost is the first one that we're doing that is not rooted. I'm a fan of rooted colors. I know Sabrina's a fan of rooted colors, but there are many out there who, prefer a non-rooted color. And this is a gorgeous option. Mocha Frost. Let me tell you about Mocha Frost. This is a medium ash blonde with golden blonde highlights. So hopefully you guys can see that color. And then here is the cap construction of Delaney. You have a beautiful lace front and a monofilament top, open wefting throughout the rest of that cap. You have your velvet ear tabs and your extended velvet nape with the adjusters at the nape. Okay, and she has a lot of texture, as you can see. Are you wearing Delaney?
Yeah.
Oh my
I have
gosh!
on Delaney in sterling silver.
Oh, looks so cute on you. And that's straight out of the box.
Yes, this is just right out of the box. I just took her out and put her on a mannequin just in time for our show. I try to do them 24 hours in advance, just in case there's any sometimes the hairs, especially if they're turned inside out, or sometimes they just have they need a minute, to like regain their shape because they've been in packaging. But this time I didn't have an opportunity. So she came out today just right before the show, and this is what she looks like.
So cute on you. Now, I have played with this one. I've even put a little bit of shaping cream on her. She's slightly different, been kind of more played with just a little bit. And for those wondering, sterling silver, you can totally get away with the grays, Andrea. It's a rooted color, and it's a chic medium salt and pepper gray with darker brown roots.
They both look so gorgeous on you both. Even just a little bit of styling, they look different. I love that you both are showing that.
Yeah, they definitely do. So with these short, fun, like pixie / bobs, you can go in there and just switch them up so much.
Oh, yeah.
Tuck. This one can be an ear tucker, as you can see. Like, I know some people are worried, okay, does this have enough length for me to tuck behind the ear? And yes, you can. You can do that with Delaney. She has just a fun fringe. Now that I think of it, I did take the air styler to this bang as well, just to play with it. So yes, this one has had a little bit of playing with her, but it's so fun. I love that you're showing the back and the side, Andrea. Just kind of like the choppy ends and the texture and movement with this style. I'll do a quick turnaround. Hopefully you guys can see mine. Super fun. Love this one. And just tucking both behind the ears, it really changes up that look.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cute. I'm starting to really experiment more with the shorter styles. Especially those that have the longer layers. There really is so much that you can do. You can take that style and make it, look many different ways, just depending on like your outfit or how you're feeling that day, like you could comb or, do a little, one of those little claw clips, and pull her back. And there's just so many, and you can also get a lot of volume. So now you probably would need a little bit of product because these fibers are really soft. But if you were to put a little bit of product in there, you can get a lot of volume at the top. For those of you wondering about permatease, I would say there's very, very little. I just feel a little bit on the wefts, but it's very little. And like Amber was saying earlier, I guess there's a little bit more up here by the crown, but not a lot. Like Amber was saying earlier, almost every style has some permatease in it. I guess not everyone, but it's really kind of so helpful for the style, the structure of the style itself. Without it, there's just not a lot of lift and there's not that movement and it just doesn't look as natural. I think some people, when they get like just a basic cap, where there's a lot of permatease at the top, they tend to get nervous about that. But when you have permatease just kind of lightly throughout, it's actually really helpful. And those styles that have the basic cap with the permatease on top, those are amazing to get volume out of. They're more affordable because they bring the price down. And there's a lot you can do to kind of disguise that too, if it's something that is not something you are confident with. You can usually, like the 3-in-1 air styler, the warmth and stuff, you can break up some of that permatease at the top, not on this style, but just like on a basic cap. There's so much that you can do with those, and you can get so much volume too. It's really, really nice to be able to take one style and create several different looks from it.
Definitely. Thank you so much for pointing that out. I love that you mentioned like the structure. That's like the perfect term to explain how the permatease can help with the whole structure of your style. And it's so true. And I did see, so although you do have that lace front, the monofilament top, let me pull this off. And I should have shown you guys this. I'm going to pull off the whole wig cap as I do all these costume changes. But yes, Andrea mentioned just maybe a little bit right here. You have just a little bit. That's a great area too for just the slightest amount to get that volume right there in the crown. And look how beautiful that shape and just the choppy fun ends, the layers. Such a cute style.
Okay. I know when I had bio hair years ago, I would go into my stylist and he would trim my like layers in my hair so that I could get more volume on top, because otherwise it just with the length it would just pull it down and I'd have kind of like a triangle. So I like that that permatease is at the crown, because that totally takes that away and it gives it a little bit of a lift, so that it's not, and this is a shorter style, but if it were a little bit longer, so that you don't have that, just normal, it's just human. It's how our hair falls. But the synthetic styles have capability to hold that without the weight easier than we do with our natural hair.
Yeah, it's like a natural little bump it. Not an exaggerated one, but just a little one, if you guys remember that.
Well, just like you were saying, Andrea, my mother-in-law, she purposely goes and gets layers up in the top part of her hair to obtain that lift. She wants that lift. And so the fact that we can go in there, throw on a style that has that natural lift, how convenient is that? So, okay, now I've been playing with this style a lot. So forgive me, she's not fresh out of the box. This one is Joy, and the color is Ginger Cream. So let me show you guys Ginger Cream. Ginger Cream is a cooler color. This is a light beigey brown with platinum highlights. And like I mentioned, we're giving away Delaney.
I know, I'm so sorry. I got off track. I was just hanging out with this beautiful style. So we are giving away this, I'm so sorry, Delaney in Sterling Shadow, Compliments of Envy. And our winner is Small Bread. So congratulations, Small Bread. You're the lucky winner of Delaney by Envy in Sterling Shadow. And we will reach out to you through email. So just keep an eye on your inbox, and then of course check your spam folder just in case, because sometimes our communications will go in there, and we will connect with you, confirm your shipping address, and get her off to you just as quickly as possible. Congratulations, and thank you all for joining us this evening. I also have a joy that we will be giving away, Compliments of Envy. So while you're talking, I will go ahead and try her on. And Mackenzie, when you're ready, just go ahead and, there it is, put up the giveaway box and just enter your email into that giveaway box if you're interested in winning Joy by Envy.
Congratulations. Was it warm bread?
Warm bread.
Congratulations. I didn't mention, I forgot to mention, we were talking about Delaney being perfect. So kind of going back to her, she's 2.5 ounces, very light, very comfortable. So I did want to talk about that. And I didn't give you guys the specs, but I'm sure Mackenzie can throw that information
I have them here if you'd like. So I have specs and pricing on Delaney and Joy, and then the other two that I'm showing that I think you, or maybe I believe it's Sabrina's going to be showing. So I'm happy to share them. Here, sure. Let me go ahead. I'll put her back on.
I'll put Joy on, and maybe you can show Joy's the underside of Joy too.
Okay. So this is so did you do specs for Delaney?
I didn't. So I'll put I'll give the specs for that. That's something I kind of forgot.
Oh, no worries. I know we're always flying, aren't we, on these lives? So I'll just talk about this color really quick for those of you that are interested in sterling shadow. The color numbers are 56R8, and it's a rooted pale silver blonde. Rooted pale silver blonde. Pricing on Delaney too is normally $367, but we have 30% off all Envy and Ellen Wille using code BEAUTIFULYOU, all one word, at checkout. And then her specs, which brings her down to brings her down to $256.90. So 30% off brings her down to $256.90. The length in the front on Delaney is 4.75 inches, and her crown is 5.5. Her sides are 5.75, and then her nape is 2.5. So hopefully that's helpful. Oh, and she weighs, I don't know if you had weight on her, but I'm showing 2.5 ounces. She is an average cap and traditional synthetic fiber.
Thank you so much. While you're getting your Joy, since I have mine on, maybe as I talk about the cap construction, you can show the inside, Andrea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Joy, I have been wearing this Joy quite a bit. She is such a beautiful style, feminine, soft, breezy. You have that lace front and a left monofilament part. On the other side of the mono part, you have some closed wefting with just a very slight amount of teasing, just gives it that needed volume. And you can smooth it down, or you can utilize that and just give her some va boom. I mean, look at that. And look at the layers. Like, it's just beautiful. Very Hollywood. I don't know. She's just dreamy. Here's the back. And Joy, what I love about Joy is that all these layers, and we keep talking about framing the face, but they do frame the face beautifully. You have kind of this side sweeping fringe. And here is the lace front with that mono part. I was mentioning the color that I'm wearing, which is ginger cream. And you might be confused because ginger cream is not a rooted color. It's a light beigey brown with platinum highlights. And I actually customized this just a little bit for me. And I took a brow palette and added a slight root, as you can see, just very subtle. But it's such a beautiful, cooler blonde. What color are you wearing, Andrea?
I am wearing sparkling champagne.
Oh, another sparkling champagne.
Yes, another sparkling champagne. So yeah, she's beautiful. I love that she has this side swept bang. And I saw your video on how you created that root and then used the eyebrow or eyelash or eyeshadow palette to add like a little bit of lightness to the part. That was really, really cool. I saw that today. I came across it. So very cool. But this is sparkling champagne. And this color is, it's described as having chocolate brown roots with strawberry and soft golden blonde layered together. So chocolate brown roots with strawberry and soft golden blonde layered together. And we are giving this one away, so please feel free, if you're interested, to click on that giveaway box there at the top left of your screen and enter your email address, and we will select a random winner for Joy in this color sparkling champagne.
So the front of Joy is 5.5 inches. The sides are 11.25 inches. The crown is 10.25 inches. And the nape is 12.25 inches. The total weight for Joy is 4.69 ounces. It does have that layering. So similar to what Sabrina was saying with Brianna, it just gives great movement and a natural appearance because of those layers. It doesn't feel like just a heavy, mound of hair. It looks so pretty in the back, Andrea. You can see all the layers within Joy. And some of the best face shapes are, of course, oval, because ovals can wear anything. And diamond is a really Diamond is a really great face shape as well for Joy because it really kind of hugs the face right here and flatters that frames the face. I keep going back to framing the face, but it's a great length too. So it's not super long. You do have a little, some length. I would say mid-length to long style, but not exceptionally long. What are your thoughts on Joy, Andrea? Now that you have
I really like this kind of curtain bang because I do have a short forehead. So for me, and the fact that she has a lace front, so I can just kind of move it back if I need to or want to. But I like that she has like this kind of curtain side bang, so I can just kind of pull it to the side a little bit and it doesn't fall in my face. But another option too, I'm sorry, excuse me, is you can take her to your stylist, or if you're confident, you could also trim her just a little bit and have it, go across the forehead if you'd like. Mm-hmm. Just be really careful because if you do go too short, it is how you trim it. So just start very slow if you are confident with that. But I always recommend going to a professional stylist just to be on the safe side because these styles are investments and we just want to make sure that you're happy with it. I can't trim a bang to save my life, not a good one. So I would go to a stylist just to be on the safe side. And have it trimmed if I wanted to. But I love it. I love that and you can get a lot of volume out of this, like you were saying, Amber. I mean, there is a little bit of permatease back here. There's going to be more in this style than in like some of the other styles because it's designed to have that volume and body at the top if you want it, but then you can also wear it a little bit more subdued if you want. You don't have to take advantage of all of that. So just another great opportunity to switch it up just a little bit, depending on where you're going, how you're feeling that day. Another thing too is I love the length. So I'm sorry, I had a couple flyaways here, but I love that you could pull her into a ponytail too. And just maybe have like a little bit of the sides down. So for kind of more of just not as formal look, just more of a relaxed look. And then she's got that lace front, so you can wear her back, off the face if you want all the way. So she's really pretty. I love the length on her and her waves. Very cute.
I was going to say, I did take the styler to the bang. I know that yours is fresh out of the box and kind of sweeping across the forehead. I do have a long, you mentioned you have a shorter forehead. I have a long forehead. I always joke that like I have way more than a forehead. But so I do have a little bit longer forehead, but I did kind of change up the fiber. I redirected just to get her more away from the face. As you can see with yours, you're kind of more sweeping across the forehead, which I love that look. But if you wanted to pull it more away, if you wanted it fully away, you can utilize that lace front and get her totally off the face. So
yeah, anyway, she's really pretty.
Those are all of the wigs from Envy that we're showing.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Bright Toffee. You are the lucky winner of Joy by Envy in color Sparkling Champagne. I was just going to go through, I know you went through specs and everything. We have a sale going on right now for 30% off Envy, all Envy and Ellen Wille. Just use code BEAUTIFULYOU at checkout. And her regular price, Joy's regular price is $290. And with 30% off, that brings her down to $203. So $290 and the 30% off using code BEAUTIFULYOU brings her down to $203. So, and congratulations, Bright Toffee. We will reach out to you via email here in the next day or so. So just take a look, keep an eye on your inbox, and then, of course, check your spam folder. And if you don't see an email from us, please feel free to email us at support@wigstudio1.com so we can confirm your email or shipping address, and get her sent out to you right away. She's pretty. Congratulations.
Now you're up, Sabrina.
Yay. My turn. Oh my goodness. You look so great in all those styles, both of you guys. I love watching you both put those on. Well, yeah, I'm so excited to show you guys some styles for Ellen Villa. I have a few here that we're going to show, and I know we're doing some giveaways too, Andrea.
Yeah.
But the first one that I'm going to show is actually the one that I'm wearing. This is the style Dua. She was one of our newest styles. We had just recently launched her with our spring collection, and she was a hit for sure. I think she was the favorite of the whole launch, and so we just wanted to spotlight her again. She's so great for springtime, really flatters so many different face shapes, so which is also why we wanted to feature her. Very universal style. She is heat-friendly synthetic fiber. I'm wearing her in the color chocolate frosted, so she did come out in brand new colors. And I know we had a live together that where we went over all the colors that she comes out in, but chocolate frosted, you can see this is one of those new colors. Absolutely fell in love with the style. Cute little bob. You can see where she lands. She comes out of the box smooth. I actually styled her. I played around with a thinner curling iron today just to get more of a tighter curl going on. But absolutely love her. So chocolate frosted is, the color is dark brown, dark auburn, and it has a dark neutral blonde blend in there. And that frosted term really just indicates a more matted down type of color, and that neutral blonde really cools it down. So I love that it's a brand new color. I love brunettes, and I love that it's more of a cooled down brunette option. I do have her specs here that I can share with everybody just so you're aware. I styled her so she's going to look a little shorter on me, but remember, out of the box, she comes smooth and straight. Her front, so well, not fringe, but her front dimensions, 9 inches. Her crown is 9, her sides are 9, and then the back is 1.75. So I'm going to do a little turn here so you can see that. And Amber, you spoke to this earlier. You were saying, like, if you put a wig on and maybe you're not feeling it at first, but put it on, play around with it. Andrea, you were kind of talking about this too with styles. When I first put her on, I loved her. Smooth and straight. She has a center mono part, and so that part line was dead center on me, and it was fine. Like I still loved it. But I saw somebody on social media wear this style and they had it more off to the side. And I'm just like, that looks gorgeous. I was like, I need to try that. I don't know why I didn't think of that to begin with. I think because I heard center mono part that I'm kind of limited. But if you look at the inside of this cap, it's a wide area of a mono part. So I moved her off to the side a little bit. And sometimes just look around on social media, look up that style, see people wearing it, and get inspired. That's what I did. And I was just like, oh, I love that little off center. You have a little bit more shape and dimension to it. And so that's what I did with this one. But I was just kind of piggybacking off of what you guys said with face shapes and all of that. Have fun, change it up. Because, yeah, I love my side parts.
And it looks so good on you. I just have to say that. Like the way you customized it with the slightly side part and then your curls, and that color is just so good on you. Just have to say.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so pretty. I was also going to say she looks so different than she does out of the box because
Yeah.
you've moved the part over slightly to the side and you've given her like just this kind of sweeping away from the face, whereas normally she comes down just kind of like a
And hugs it.
face framing. So it's
Yeah.
amazing when you add heat friendly fibers to a style, what you can do. And also, I guess the same would be true with the 3-in-1 air styler and traditional synthetic, because now we have that capability to create waves and style when you normally couldn't for a very long time. So that's really cool. It looks beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, and she's so lightweight. She's 3.4 ounces. And she has the extended lace front. I don't know if I said that, but extended lace front. So it goes down past that standard area there. And then center mono part. But you could still have that flexibility, like I said. So this was Dua. So excited that we were still kind of spotlighting her because I think she needed to be in the spotlight a little bit longer. She's a really great style for springtime.
Yeah, she's super cute.
Let's see. All right, I have the next style, which is the style is free, and this has always been a crowd favorite. There's times where we can't even keep her on the shelf, and rightfully so. I mean, she's so universal. She's so effortlessly styled. Her cap design is just so luxurious. She's from the Hair Society collection. But this is the style Esprit. She is mostly hand tied, so she has that extended lace front and it goes down pretty far. You can see that there. She has a mono part where it's off to the left side, but it's all still hand tied up here. But this is where that multi-directional parting here, just from the knotting, this is where you have that side part. And then hand tied in the back, you have some wefts over here, but they're so thin, all covered, very soft. I have her in the color dark chocolate rooted. So this is dark brown, light auburn, and darkest brown blend. So darkest brown without getting too black. I'm going to put her on real quick. And Andrea, what color did you put on?
I have Esprit in color mocha lighted.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah. So that lighted distribution, that looks so pretty on you.
yeah, she's really pretty. The color numbers for those of you interested are 12, 83020, and she's described as a light brown base with light caramel highlights on the top only and a darker nape.
That style
So
is so fun. I think I'm drawn to those styles that have like the just dropped texture and slight wave.
Yeah,
mhm.
I love when you were showing Charlotte. That's kind of the same concept. I love that it looks like you styled it but not like overdid it.
Mhm.
It's like when you get ready in the morning and if you don't do your
Yeah.
makeup, if your hair is done, you still look put together kind of effect. And I feel like that's what you get with these relaxed waves. It looks like, you took time to style your hair and you still look so put together, but because it's a wig and it's synthetic, there's no hassle, no mess. Put it on out the door and you're ready to go. And she's such a great length. And thank you, Andrea, for turning around. I'm kind of stuck in my chair. I can't do a full 360. But you can just see how cute she is. And with Ellen Villa, our standard size is that petite average size. And so that's what you're getting with this. But Andrea, how does that fit feel on you? Because I know we always like to talk about the fit so people know what to expect. How does that feel on you?
Yeah, so Ellen Villa in general, I have an average head size in terms of circumference. I'm 22 inches, pretty much on the dot. And Ellen Villa petite to average fits me very well. There are some styles that are a little snug from certain collections, but this one is not. It feels very comfortable, very average. I wouldn't need to wear like a wig grip or anything, which I do with some wigs. I'm like, if I'm going to wear this out, I need to because it will automatically slip. Just because I have more of a flat head in the back. But with this style, it just is very, very comfortable. It feels very secure, but not too tight.
Yeah, no, that's a perfect way to describe it. And I have an average large head size. So a lot of, not a lot, but some of Ellen Villa styles, they could feel like shallow on the ear to ear. This one actually feels pretty comfortable, surprisingly, when I wear her. So I just letting everyone know, I mean, there's a pretty good amount of stretch that you get from these styles here. So don't be scared to try an Ellen Villa style. There's definitely some good amount of stretch. I do have her specs here just so everyone knows. Her front, over here, I'm going to try to show this so you can see that. 9 inches in the front. The crown is 8 inches. And then sides are 6. And then you have a shorter nape, which is 4 inches. So that's where you get that really cute bob, lightly feathered at the ends there. And like I said, traditional synthetic. So don't take a regular hot tool to this. Use your NV 3-in-1 air styler if you want to add a little more of a looser wave or whatever you're wanting to achieve there. But she is so great. Again, for springtime, complements so many face shapes, and you can really play around with makeup colors. I like to wear a lot of brunettes just because that's what I usually grab as my own bio hair. And obviously you guys see my eyebrows and darker features there, but you can have so much fun. She comes in so many really pretty colors. She comes in silver blonde rooted, which is probably the one that was always getting taken off the shelves because
Yeah.
people were buying her up. But you can have so much fun playing around and changing up this look with your makeup and your clothes and all of that for springtime.
Mhm.
Those wispy
Yeah.
ends. I love those wispy, feathery ends. So
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, she's really cute. I can see why she was so popular. We did you? I'm sorry, Sabrina. Were you able to cover her specs? Do you have specs? Oh, yes, you do.
Yes,
For free.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
And then you guys all saw her cap too, that extended lace front and the mono part off to the left.
Yes. And she's mostly hand tied too. There's just a little bit of wefting, closed wefting at the nape, which I think that's also kind of a structural thing too, because Ellen Villa also is light density. So for a lot of you looking for light density styles, a lot of their styles are light density. And so that closed wefting at the nape just helps support the structure, especially when it's shorter on the back, so that it doesn't just fall flat into your neck. It actually falls down. And then you've also got these layers here too. And so that helps support just that style, the fringe, not fringe, but I guess just layers, choppy layers kind of at the nape there.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to describe that. And as far as permatease go, this wig doesn't have any of that permatease. It's so light, like you said, mostly hand tied. She
Mhm.
weighs 2.6 ounces. This is the wig I always grab when I show people how light wigs are with Ellen Villa. I feel like this is always my go-to. When people put it on, they're just like, you don't even feel it. So
Yeah.
prime example of the lightweightness.
But
Yeah, it's definitely very light.
it doesn't look thin and stringy though. Like that is a very
Yeah.
lightweight, the ounces, but it looks the way you guys both are wearing it. It looks full, not
Yeah.
stringy. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to mention too that we have 30% off all Ellen Villa and Envy this evening using code Beautiful You for those of you just joining us. And Beautiful You is all one word, and that brings us free down to $438.51 because she is mostly hand tied and she's got that extended lace front hairline. So those are kind of lighter, more delicate features, and there's a lot of labor intensive work that goes into all of those hand tied materials. So 30% off using code Beautiful You at checkout for Envy and Ellen Villa. And that brings this free down to $438.51.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And I believe we're giving away a spree today, correct?
We are. So we have the giveaway box up right now. We're giving away a spree in Mocha Lighted, which is the style I have on right now. So if you want to enter for that, just go ahead and put your email into that giveaway box there. It's at the top left of, I believe it's your left. It's my left. There's a little giveaway box with a gift on it. Just click on that. It will expand and enter your email address, and then we'll go ahead and select a winner here momentarily. So good luck, everyone. Oh, here we go. Awesome. Congratulations, Narrow Crab. You are the lucky recipient of Esprit by Ellen Villa. This is a beautiful style. She's perfect, lightweight for summer. You're going to love her. It's this color Mocha Lighted. So we will reach out to you just to check confirm your shipping address, and then we'll get her sent out to you ASAP. So just watch for your inbox, and then of course check your spam folder because sometimes our communications will go in there. But congratulations, and thank you everyone for your time this evening. We couldn't do this without an audience, so we really appreciate you. And I know we have, I think, one more or two more. Where are we at, Sabrina?
We have 3 more styles to show
Oh,
for
wow. Okay,
everyone.
awesome.
Yeah, and I love that. Let me go into the next one as I'm talking here. I'm going to show the next style, which is Flair Mono. But I love that we get to do this with you, Andrea, and show these styles. Just like you were saying when you saw Charlotte, you never really got around to, trying it on and
Mm-hmm.
all of that. And I love that this gives everyone an opportunity to see styles that maybe they just hadn't had a chance to really look into, and maybe they see it on us now And maybe that's, sparking some of your interest. So thank you for letting us show all these.
Oh, of
This is
course. I'm glad you
this
gals could join
is
me.
Flair Mono. So she's an oldie but a goodie. She's from the Hair Power collection. She has an extended lace front, a full mono top up here, so you can change that part, open wefted cap design. I have her in the color Sandy Blonde Rooted, which is a popular blonde with Ellen Villa. And I'm going to put her on. You guys can see like just the versatility of the styling. Sandy Blonde Rooted, this is going to be described for this style, a light neutral blonde, and medium ash blonde with some shaded roots. And she has so much length at the top that you can really have fun with her. I mean, she has like some volume up here that you can really play around with, even though she's hand tied. You guys see that? Like it's full there. And you can do something off to the side if you'd like. She's so like elegant and polished. Like she has that
Mhm.
length, and you guys can see back here this texture,
So
almost like that shaggy look to her back here, but just super polished, very filled out at the top here without being full of permatease because she's hand tied up here. I also love, I saw somebody wearing this and they kind of can wear this back a little bit or even lightly trim this and use this as more of a fringe. If you
Mhm.
wanted to, you can really have so much fun with this. So if you guys have ever wanted something a little more um, not shorter, not fully mid-length. How would you describe this style, Amber? She's not like bob, kind of bob, like a
yeah,
shaggy bob.
around like ball length, but because of the layers and that texture and everything in the bag, I don't know. It's kind of has a look to her too when you tuck her behind. You know that.
Mhm.
Yes.
But yeah, pixie bob. I don't know.
Yeah, you can. She's one of those in between styles, but you can do so much with her. You guys can see tuck behind. But I love the texture back here. It really gives it some dimension and volume. Real quick, just to go over her specs with you all. Her front is 4 inches. Her crown is 5.5. So you have that length up here you could really play with. The sides are 4 inches, so you can see that length, but you can still tuck it behind your ear. I think Amber, you said it's an ear tucker style, and then nape 3 inches. And so this is just such a cute classic style that you can really play around with. You can wear her, out to brunch. Maybe you have a meeting. She's just so versatile and really can complement your shape of your face depending how you style her.
Yeah.
So again, another versatile look for springtime. And she weighs 2.4 ounces.
So what?
This
Very
is
light.
yeah, regular synthetic fiber. Oh, I love that somebody said that. Grown out pixie. Yeah,
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
Bixie. I've seen Bixie grown out. Yeah, thank you all. I was like, what is the word for this? I love that. Thank you all for your help. But yes, this is Flair Mono. So glad we
Super
were
cute.
able to show her. And like I said, she's been an oldie but a goodie with the Ellen Villa collection.
Yeah, she's so cute. She's kind of reminds me of a shag too because of all those layers and how it flips
Yes.
up. But she's
Yeah.
short, like so. Did someone say Bixie? So like a
Yeah.
bob? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's so cute. I learned so much from you gals.
We are coming up with new terms here in this chat. And I see a question. What's the name? This is Flair Mono, and I have her in the color Sandy Blonde Rooted. The next style I don't have personally, but Andrea, I know you have the next style. If you want to grab her, it's the style Pretty. Another classic with Ellen Villa, and I love that we're showing some new styles and some styles that have been existing that are really great. And with Pretty, she kind of reminds me of Brianna that you were showing, Amber, but with a
Mhm.
fringe. So if you all love a style with a fringe, Pretty is such a cute go-to.
She looks.
Um,
She looks so
yeah,
pretty.
her length, I mean, she's so cute. And I believe you have Bernstein rooted, correct?
I do, yes. This is
Yeah.
Bernstein rooted. I'll show the color again here momentarily, but I was just going to show the cap construction. Um, so she has like just this velvet, soft velvet here at the front. She is more of a basic cap, but she's got the mono crown here, and that helps those fibers. So the crown looks natural there, like the hair's growing out of your scalp, but it also helps like create kind of a calyx. So the fibers are sewn in a certain direction. So it's very natural how the hair lays there at the crown. And then
I love
she
that
just
she's a
has like the
bigger.
open wefted soft velvet ear tab, and then extended velvet nape with the Velcro adjusters. And then she's open wefted, of course. And then here's a look at that color, the Bernstein Rooted, which I have a description of too, which I'm happy to share.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, the Bernstein color is always such a popular one with Ellen Villa. It's, right in between, what do you call it, Amber? Blonde? Where it's like the
Blonde.
brown and the blondes. It's such a beautiful highlighted color. There's just enough warmth and depth and blonde in there that it's a universally loved color.
So we are going to be giving away this pretty compliments of Ellen Villa. So for those of you interested in entering to win this style in color Bernstein Rooted, just go ahead and enter your email into that giveaway box there, and we will select a winner here shortly. She's so cute.
You look cute.
The fringe looks so good on you, Andrea.
Super cute.
It's actually, it might be a shorter fringe, or maybe it's because it's kind of falling to the side a little bit, but it's one of the few that I wouldn't probably have to trim. Most of them, because my forehead's short. So it'll be interesting to see what the length is on those. Let me just grab my information here. So regarding the color, the Bernstein Rooted is 12, 16, and 19. And it's described as the lightest brown and medium blonde with light honey blonde blend. The lightest brown and medium blonde with light honey blonde blend. So pretty. And what I love about this is the cap construction does bring it down. It brings down the price, so it's more affordable. So we have pretty is normally regularly $338, and with 30% off, using code BEAUTIFULYOU at Wig Studio One, it brings her down to $236.93. Her cap is average or petite to average, and I'm a true average, and it feels perfect to me. Again, I wouldn't need to wear my wig grip. It's very secure, but it's not snug. It's not tight or uncomfortable. Her front, so they don't have a fringe. We don't. This probably came from our website. So I don't have a fringe measurement on here, so I can't share with you. But it does say her front is 7.5. So I'm thinking that is probably these first layers here.
I'm showing
and then her
3.5. Sorry. I was showing 3.5 for her fringe.
Oh, perfect. See, because my forehead, usually the 4 inches, I don't think I've ever worn a 3.5. Usually they're 4 inches or longer, and they're just a little too long for me. So this one, it's really nice. So 3.5 is my go-to. Her crown is 10.5 inches, and then her sides are 11 inches, and then her nape is, got lost here, 13.5. So I'll go ahead and do a spin too, so you can see what she looks like on all sides.
Yeah.
She's super pretty. This one's been around for a little while too.
She has, yeah, and she just lightly layered, like you see when you were giving those dimensions, and as you're showing off the sides and the back, you'll see the beautiful layers, but that's what gives it that shape and all those different levels of hair. And I love that she has so much, more length to her that you could do a cute updo with the clip, or, if you're at the pool or the beach, you could do a cute little updo and still have some hair to pull down on the sides. And then you can also use the air styler if you wanted to change up that curl pattern. Maybe you want more of a curl or more of a wave to her. Since she is regular synthetic fiber, you'd want to use that air styler if you need to change her up, or maybe she gets frizzy at the end. You can use that to smooth out the ends. But yeah, she looks so great on you, Andrea. And I think fringe is your best friend. That looks so cute.
Oh, thank you.
This is on my wish list, you guys. I want a pretty.
For those of you wondering about permatease, there's just very, very light in here. I don't feel much at all. Just actually none really up at the top. Well, maybe a little bit at the top. And then just a little bit around the crown on the wefts. But otherwise, very light in density and permatease. Oh, I was going to give you the weight too. 4.4 ounces. And she's designed with traditional synthetic.
Perfect. Yeah, she
And
looks
we're going
so
to go ahead
great.
and give her away too. Mackenzie is on it. Sunny Daisy, congratulations. You are the lucky winner of Pretty in Bernstein, rooted by Ellen Wille. And we will just go ahead and email you here within the next day or so, and just keep an eye out on your inbox, and then we will confirm your shipping address and get her sent out to you right away. So yeah, she's beautiful. She's longer. You can wear her up in summer during the summer months. I say summer because it's been so nice around here. It is a little gray today, but I know it's only mid-May, but it feels like it's just so close. Spring. So for spring, you can wear her for spring and summer and fall.
All
They'll
the
be perfect.
seasons.
And thank you all for joining us too. We really appreciate you taking time out of your day to allow us to try on these styles and talk hair and all that good stuff. So congratulations.
Yes, thank you, everybody. I have one more style to show from Ellen Villa, and this is a style from our Modix collection. And again, she has been around, so if you guys have never seen her before, or maybe you've heard of the name, this is the style Aletta. And she is a cute pixie with some length at the top here. I'm going to put her on so you guys can see. I had fun styling her. But this is the color. What color do I have here? I believe it's the dark brown lighted. So you'll be able to see some lighter color in the front. She is heat friendly synthetic. Let me put her on. Actually, let me show you her cap design. Sorry, I'm so excited to show you her. Jumping all over. Here's the extended lace front, and then it goes into a mono part off to the left-hand side. You have your open wefts in the back, your extended nape area down here for additional coverage, elastic bands, your felt ear tabs over here. But let me put her on real quick. I wore her yesterday, but I kept her straight and smooth, like how she comes out of the box. And so I curled her today, and I'm so excited to see kind of what she looks like. So keep in mind, hold on, let me get this all situated here. So she has that longer length in the front, which
Mm-hmm.
I love because it like just lands right at the jawline. You can have fun with that. And then over here too, you see that length. But I love this part, the stacked lengths back here, the texture back here. I went and added curls. I used the thin curling iron to really get some movement and texture, but so much volume,
Good.
sassy. I
Yeah.
love this so much.
Sabrina,
Um,
I know you mentioned how like you don't gravitate to like pixies and bobs, but I gotta tell you, the pixies and bobs you've been showing today, you're like rocking them. They look so good on you. Just
I
FYI.
agree.
Thank you. Yeah, she has so much character to her. I mean, I feel like my whole personality changes when I put this on. So if you guys love an edgy, more choppy look to like a shorter
Mhm.
style, especially in the springtime, summertime, it's off of your neck. You don't have to fuss with it.
Yep.
Even though it's heat friendly, she's not going to be rubbing up against your clothes. I'm going to see if I can turn a little more so you guys can see the stackness in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, it's so comfortable and nice to wear. And I mean, you can wear it for so many occasions, but I love just the personality from
Yeah.
this wig. She's her own thing. What do you guys think about her?
I see a comment that says, Sabrina, you are convincing me to try a short style. So
Yeah. I love the styles that are longer, like shorter in the back, and then like the pixies, if they have those longer layers. And I love that she has all that stacking in the back, just really cute. Because from the front, it looks like a bob,
mhm.
but
Yeah.
you really have like the lightweight and the volume of a short style, like a pixie. Just really, really cute. It's like I don't even know how to describe it, but just very, very cute in the back and the front. But I love it. It looks very nice on you.
Thank you. Yeah, she is so cute. I feel like some styles, because there's so many in Ellen Villa collection, I feel like some styles just get overlooked sometimes. And I love that she's kind of a gem in this whole collection of Modics, and I just love that we're able to kind of show her. So this is the color dark brown lighted. It's going to be black and the darkest brown blended with some medium brown highlights. That medium brown is in that front. That's where that lighted. And I don't know how well you guys can see this. Let me move my light a little closer maybe.
Yeah.
But that lighted distribution, you see that colored
Mm-hmm.
up here. And she comes in so many other great colors. She comes in a silk gray mix, pastel rose, ivory blonde. There's a dark gray. So there's so many different colors. You can have fun with this. But I'm converted to this style if I'm going into a pixie mode. I love the
So cute.
Yeah,
curls and everything that you can do with this.
so
I
cute.
have I have her specs real quick that I can go over. Her front,
Sure.
so you see this longer area here, 7.25 inch. Her crown is 6.5, so that's where you're getting this great length that you can actually go in and curl. The sides are 5 inches, and then the nape is 2.5 inches. So she honestly was just constructed so beautifully. Um, yeah, I love her. I'm glad I styled her today because I love her so much more than I did yesterday.
I'm
She
thinking
looks so pretty.
she's clashy. She's sassy. She's flirty.
30, flirty, and thriving. That's what it's giving me.
Wavy Honey says business in the front, party in the back.
Definitely. We're going to happy hour after. Yes, we are.
Yeah, so cute.
And then I have her weight 2.5 ounces.
Oh,
So
yes.
again, lightweight. And I love that she's open wefted. Great stretching capabilities here. So yeah, love this style. Check her out if you have been debating going shorter. This is a great one to start with.
Yeah, she is so cute. Um,
um, well, I was going to say, but yeah, those are all the Ellen Villa styles that I was
okay.
showing today.
Well, thank you. You look beautiful in all of them, both of you. We are doing another $50 gift card giveaway. It looks like Mackenzie has put up the giveaway box. So I'll just go ahead and close with a few things. But real quick, I just wanted to touch on a couple of things that we had in terms of like fashion, accessories, and wig color pairing. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit more, but regarding like face shapes and things like that, there's so much that you can get away with. And I do get this question a lot, or a lot of statements or compliments where people are saying, gosh, you can wear every color or every style. And it really didn't used to feel like that. But now, because I usually have more of a kind of a natural, like I'm either wearing black or I'm wearing a tan color or I'm wearing white even, or something that isn't like a, I don't even know how to describe colors, but just it's more neutral. Like even my makeup is very neutral. So I don't have like bright colored lipstick on or things like that. And I think that just allows, and I think it works for most people. Some people have different skin tones that are very specific to a specific type of color, whether it be warm or cool. But a lot of us, I think, can get away with wearing a variety of different colors and styles if you pair it with the right clothing and just makeup. It's kind of like this whole canvas, and the wig is just part of that puzzle. So I would just encourage people to be open to trying, if you're interested in trying a color, but you're like, gosh, I don't think that's going to look very good on me. You might really surprise yourself. I mean, like with Charlotte, when I put her on, I was like, oh my gosh, where has this wig been all my life? And she had been out for a while, but I just never had an opportunity. And when I put her on, it was like, oh my gosh, I just love this style. So hopefully you will also be able to experience that with either one or a handful of styles, because really, the goal is confidence. The goal is that feeling of being yourself, waking up, taking on the world every day, and I think when you're comfortable and confident in the way that you look, whether it be your makeup or your hair or the way you've dressed, maybe you're in really great shape, you're feeling really healthy. All those things contribute, to the aura that you put out there. And it's so amazing when you are feeling that way, it's like everything falls into place in your day, you know? I mean, life certainly isn't perfect, but the goal is, for me, is for you to find something that makes you feel like that. And maybe you don't feel like that every single day, but most of the time, at least you know how to get there. You know, you feel really good about how you look and how you're presenting yourself. And if you're interested in trying another color, I would say, you know, as long as you have something that's more neutral, a lot of people can get away with a lot of colors that they, like, I would have never thought I could get away with a blonde or a rooted blonde, or even like a warmer blonde for me can be challenging. I do have foundation on today because I tend to have rosy cheeks. Getting old is not necessarily fun. So I have some foundation on, and that helps, I think, with this particular color, like the warmer blondes and stuff, because otherwise you'll see my rosy cheeks, and then it's just more pink-ish, and so it doesn't flow as well. But I just wanted to encourage everyone, you know, if there's a color, you know, don't be afraid to try it, because you really might surprise yourself.
Love that.
So is there anything you guys want to touch on real quick before we go? I know we've got a giveaway, and then I was going to go through a few housekeeping things, but we talked a lot about like synthetic fibers tonight. So most of the wigs we showed were synthetic. Some were heat friendly. We have a winner. Hold on here. Congratulations, Hawaiian Pizza. You are the lucky recipient of a $50 gift card to wigstudio1.com. We will go ahead and email that to you in the next day or so. So just keep an eye on your inbox, and congratulations. So any tips or tricks that you gals have? I know we mentioned wide tooth comb, especially with the longer styles. So if it's synthetic or heat-friendly synthetic, you want to work with a wide tooth comb and what that does. And then especially the longer styles, you know, start from the bottom and kind of gently work your way.
Yeah.
So funny. I never get called during live showcases. And then all of a sudden, lately, every week, I get at least one.
Yeah. I did have a little tip I wanted to share, kind of piggybacking off what you were saying about detangling. If you have like a curly style, like something that has like actual ringlets and everything, on top of just using your smooth detangler to gently remove the tangles, I think it's super important to also use water. Water is a curly style's best friend. And so if you take a curly style and just use a little bit of spray and then start detangling it, you'll start to see those curls kind of spread and frizz start to grow. You can still use detangler, but spray water on those curls and then detangle. It keeps it in so much better shape. It keeps those curls intact. And I know it seems like, oh yeah, like obviously, but there's some people who have never worn a curly synthetic style and don't know that, and they just take a comb and brush it, and now their curls are yelling and they're very angry. So that's just like a tip. If you have a curly style, use water when you're detangling also. It'll keep everything tamed, keep that frizz down.
That's a really great point. I hadn't even thought of that. So that's great. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about like just some, you know, with the longer styles, just a wide tooth comb and then like a detangler on the ends. And then of course, like Sabrina was saying, if they're curly, you know, maybe spray them with a little bit of water first before you comb through those ends, just so that it doesn't get kind of big on you, and that will help kind of keep that shape. Styling and refreshing, I know that there's a number of products, either Beauty Mark products or Envy products that, you know, help with styling and things like that. So you're welcome to take a look at some of those. Oh, Amber has one. What's that?
I love this. I love this product. It's the Renew and Repair Glosser Spray.
Oh, yeah.
Love this product. These are probably two of my favorite Envy products, the Get Dressed and the Glosser Spray. And they're fantastic for your traditional synthetics. The Renew and Repair, if you have a synthetic that you've been wearing for quite some time, it's more dull. You want that that healthy shine. Some people shy away when they see a wig that's brand new out of the box. They're like, oh my gosh, it's shiny. Well, if that's the case and you think it has too much of that new wig shine, you can use the Get Dressed Invisible Texturizer and Shine Dimmer. I love this product. But then if you have an older wig that's lost some of that luster, and you want that healthy shine, then you can use this product to just make it look fresh and new again. So I really, really love these products. And I wear synthetic probably 95% of the time. And when you have products that you can depend on and they're safe, they're formulated for your synthetic wigs. I've been there and done that with using stuff that's not for my synthetic wigs, and I have faced the repercussions. So, so I highly recommend these products or the Beauty Mark products as well, like you mentioned.
Yeah. Very cool. Sabrina, do you have any favorites?
Favorite styling products?
Yeah.
I obviously the Get Dress. I do love the Get Dress. I love using that with the air styler, kind of like a texture spray, because it gives the hair a little bit of grip to grab onto that style. But I love my Beauty Mark products. Also, those purple products. This is great for styling for any fiber. The shaping cream is more of a matte finish. The velvet spray gel is more of that wet scrunch look, but Purify spray is kind of your in-between washes to keep your wig smelling fresh. I love this. Even not even on my wig, just to spray in the room. It smells so good, but it keeps your wig smelling fresh if you don't have time to wash it that day, or maybe it's not your hair washing day. Purify spray is such a great add-on to help keep your wig fresh and smelling good.
Yeah.
But still wash your wigs. But wash your wigs.
Yeah.
Like the purify spray.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Oh, we have one more giveaway. Ladies, I almost forgot. I'm so sorry. So we are doing, yes, I remember this, and I apologize that I was not on it. Okay, we have one more giveaway. What was that?
And this is a big, awesome one.
This is a big one. Yeah, we saved the best for last, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are doing a bundle of one Envy and one Ellen Wille synthetic wig of your choice, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You get
so, and the reason for this is they wanted to bundle, both brands wanted to bundle together so that one person could have the opportunity to try both. So you can see which one you like. You know, if you like one better, or if you love them both, which I'm sure you will, it's just an opportunity for you to experience both brands. So we are doing a giveaway of one Ellen Wille and one Envy synthetic style to one very lucky winner. So, wow, I'm so glad I was reading this. Thank you, Sabrina, for this outline. Without it, I could have glazed right over it. So happy to be partnered with you. All right. Well, while we're doing this giveaway, so again, it's one Envy wig synthetic and one Ellen Wille wig synthetic of your choice. One lucky winner gets to choose. While you gals or guys are entering the giveaway, just enter using your email address, and then Mackenzie will randomly select a winner. And while we're waiting for those entries, I'm just going to go through a few housekeeping things just to kind of wrap up, especially we've had a lot of new people come on since we first started. So I just wanted to run through the promotions at Wig Studio One. We have Envy and Ellen Wille are both 30% off using code BEAUTIFULYOU, which is all one word. Just add that to your checkout. And we have, if you're looking for support, Wig Studio One does offer free virtual consultations. You can book that on your own just by going to our website and clicking book a consultation, and you can select the date and time that works best for you. If you're not an email or, you're not comfortable booking an online consultation, or you want to speak with someone over the phone, we do have a callback number that you can call and leave a message, and we will get back in touch with you right away. So we just ask that you leave your name and phone number and what your call's regarding, and one of our personal hair consultants will give you a call back. That number is 877-594-3001. Again, that's 877-594-3001. And we do offer free shipping here in the U.S. on orders over $150. And we offer international shipping to 280 different countries, and that shipping is calculated at checkout. We've got some really amazing promotions. We have a really great return policy. We have a try-on option here at Wig Studio One that a lot of our customers love because it gives them a chance to, if there is a small fee, it's $3.98, but it gives them a chance to have that style come to them. They try it on in the privacy of their own home. And then if it doesn't work out for them, they get a free return label to send it back for store credit. And we don't charge any restocking fees. So we really try to make sure that your experience here at Wig Studio One is as supportive and good as possible, because we understand some of the challenges of purchasing hair online. Shopping online for me is a little challenging anyway, but when you're purchasing hair online and you're looking at trying to envision what would that look like on me? Will that color work for me? Those kinds of things. And we just want to take some of that stress out of the equation for you. So we have this try on option. And then of course we offer, returns with no restocking fees. And we have a really great Facebook group. We offer a lot of support in the community. We do these live showcases every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific and 6 Eastern. And we're fortunate to partner with companies like Ellen Wille and Envy. And they offered all of these giveaways this evening. I have one on, but we were able to give away 4 brand new styles, 2 from Envy, 2 from Ellen Wille. We've got some great giveaways, some gift cards, and all of that great stuff. So if you need us for any reason, please email us at support@wigstudio1.com. And thank you all for joining us. I know we're going to announce the giveaway winner here momentarily, but just a huge thank you for spending your afternoon with us. I know we went a little over today, but it's always so nice to connect with you, Sabrina and Amber, and all of you. I know I didn't get a chance to read a lot of questions, but some of the comments I saw were really sweet and supportive. So thank you so much to all of you. Hopefully, and of course, if you asked a question and didn't get it answered, please email us at support@wigstudio1.com. We're happy to assist in any way that we can. I think that's all I've got. Are we ready for the announcement, Mackenzie? What do you think?
Drum roll.
Oh, yes. Here we go. So exciting. Crumbly Plum, congratulations. You are the lucky recipient of a brand new Ellen Wille and Envy piece of your choice. And our team will email you, we'll have you select, we'll check inventory for you. And then once you're all set, we will place the order for you and send it over to Envy and Ellen Wille, and they'll make sure that it gets processed and shipped right to your door. So congratulations. A big thank you to Amber and Sabrina. I love hanging out with you gals, so thank you so much for putting together this live showcase with all these beautiful styles and the giveaways. And a big thank you to Ellen Wille and Envy, and to my team. Thank you, Mackenzie, for always showing up every Thursday. You're amazing. And a big thank you to all of you for giving us almost 2 hours of your time this afternoon. So thank you, thank you. Congratulations to all of our winners. I hope you have a great weekend ahead. And I'll see you next Thursday on Hair Flair Live at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Definitely check out the Wig Studio One website this weekend. We have something new that we're doing, and it's going to be really, really fun. I'm excited to wake up tomorrow morning. The first thing I'm going to do is go to the website and see if it's up and running. So I'll keep it at that. I'll keep it as a surprise, but it should be really fun. It's like a game. And we've done some scavenger hunts before that have been really fun and successful. Some people get tired. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't find it. But when you can find those little nuggets, they're really cool. But this isn't a scavenger hunt. It's something new and different. So I'm excited. Hopefully you can log in or just go to the site at some point tomorrow or over the weekend and check it out. But thank you, ladies. Thank you to all of you for joining me. Have a great weekend. And thanks again, and take good care, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.